We have Mitch Harris here. Tell us what you did today.
I top 8'd regionals. Werribee came 8th. Yeah.
So what were you playing? What were you playing?
I was playing Metalfoes with like a few twists and a couple spicy things that I wanted to try. Kind of like medicals, and well, they worked, I guess.
Worked out. Alright, show us the list.
Show us the list. Alright. So, Metalfoes cards. Played two Bismargia.
Yep.
So, I wanted to play 3, but I couldn't find the room. And then just like 3 of the rest. Everything else is standard. You want to max out on Metalfoes because you want to open like 3, a raccoon, and like another card.
Yep.
But I just didn't want to go above 40, so I didn't want to play 3rd. But like, I'll definitely like want to try that out.
Yep.
Cards are good.
Bismargia searches on face.
Yep, and it can search itself too. Kieran package. Cards broken.
4 Kierans.
Double eccentric. Good with combination. Good with popping your opponent's strikes, which won me around because I hit the strike. Like can set up your plays and stop your opponent from stopping your plays.
Okay.
Double sloth. I built this for ABC. Played against 2. Didn't actually see it against either. I didn't really actually see this card all day, to be honest. I still really like it though. Being able to pop it and summon it back is just really good. Luster, card's really good.
Yep.
Gives you free advantage and Ignister. Triple go through.
Okay.
Can't like cut this card. Like I'm not playing Zolkin, but this card is just so good.
Enables all the plays.
Yeah, was thinking about 2 because the room was tight, but then you just think no, because you want outs to anti-spell, so you want to be able to summon something like a Silvered and go with this, and be able to Ignister or Black Rose or Vermilion depending on the level, and so you want this in your opening hand.
Okay.
Spicy tech, I guess. Main for a Chaos Hunter.
Okay. How was this throughout the day?
I actually barely saw it. The only time I saw it was in the last round when it like was just a body for me. I thought there'd be a few more ABC than there was. There was still a fair bit though. I only played against the 2 ABCs, so I don't really know too much like about how good it will be. But in testing, it was really good in the main because it works going 1st or 2nd against ABC. And even then, it's just a body in other decks. It was also good against like Cosmo, Blue Eyes and stuff. So like Cosmo and Blue Eyes and stuff. So I don't know. I might take it out of the main and put it in the side.
Yep.
The Dino Rabbit engine.
So explain.
Yes.
So Rabbit's been standard for a while.
So Rabbit's standard and brilliant. It's a free Alcahest. It's a free Castell to remove anti-spell.
Yeah.
This is
It's quite
similar
tall.
in terms of the. Okay, so
Pretty tall, right?
pretty. Yeah, that's why. No, because I just wanted to play Dino Rabbit. No, it's really just good because you really want to have anti-spell outs. That's what the deck suffers against: anti-spells and strikes.
Yeah.
So if you use this, just bait out a strike on the effect, or just using a Grand Pulse or a Break Sword, or just using that on a anti-spell. It just makes you be able to play, and then if you can play, you can like win. So that was like my theory towards it.
How was it?
It was all right. One time it did bait out a strike because I made Break Sword.
Yeah.
And that won me the game. And then I didn't really see it much after that. I only really saw my generic cards. I did see it once because the targets are my 2 eccentrics. And I'd already seen my 2 eccentrics because I bricked and opened with both, and then I drew this. So that kind of sucked, but I just normaled it and popped it just to get a fusion or something and go off and OTK that turn anyway. Alright, so that's 31 monsters. So I played 6 spells. Double painful.
Yep.
Card's really good. I'd play 3 if it wasn't once per turn. I did brick on 2 today, but I was still able to make a good board and then just use it the next turn to kill my opponent. Card's really good. It's even better with Mithrilium and combination now. The combination's being played again. Card's nuts.
Yep.
2 desires. Only 2 because I moved my 3rd for other cards that I needed more. 2 is fine. 3 is probably the better choice. I'll probably end up getting a 3rd again, for like the 3rd time. But 2 is definitely like fine in the deck.
Yeah.
Card's like insane. I only resolved it actually twice. in my matchups. Both times I banished fusion and combination, and both times I still managed to win the game. So like the extra cards, even if you brick on them, it's still really good.
Always good.
And then one of each fusion spell. You don't need any more than that with Mithrilium and its own effect. Cards are really, really good, except for when you draw them. Yeah. And then I played one of it for the traps. I played one of each Metalfoes trap. I think this is the correct ratio by far. You don't need any more.
Combinations become really good.
You rarely ever, yeah. This is, if anything, you'd play another one of these.
Okay.
I think. Just being able to pop your own thing, being able to pop it and just search free dudes. This, you only play one because you barely ever banish it anymore. It's always just shuffling back. You don't need to banish this anymore with Bismargia and being able to pop this. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so you shuffle it back instead, and then so that means you just don't need more than one. And then because it's really good, one emptiness.
Yeah.
Won me a game one time. I don't really remember when. Card's good. Side or extra?
You decide.
I'll go with extra deck. So for the Metalfoes, I played something that a lot of people don't do, 2 Alcast.
I think that's correct.
Came up today, huge, against Minerva. I still lost a round overall, but I won this game. I had this in Kieran, so I used this on something that was a threat. I think I used it on the Minerva, and then I Kieran something else, like a Direwolf, and then he summoned Utopia Prime with 3 things to clear my board, and I just quick play fusion this and one in hand into another one, and just took that, and he just scooped. He couldn't play. I think 2 is definitely necessary. 2 Mithrilium, card's nuts as well. I never summoned the second one, but you still play 2 no matter what. Just Metalfoes really needed removal, and that's what they've got here. Also, it gives you recursion, which is just really also needed in the deck, other than like fusion. And being able to pop it and then summon another dude, or being able to fuse with, let's say, this and a Volflame in hand, and then summon the Volflame back with really its effect. It's just like really good. It just gives you free dudes.
Yep.
And then I played one Orichalcum and Crimsonite. So I didn't play Adamantite because I didn't play Zolkin.
Do you feel that was correct looking back at the event?
I think so, definitely, because you need this in case you're playing against Blue Eyes. If you equip like an alternative, you can't fuse with it unless it's Crimsonite.
Yeah.
Orichalc is just for if your Metalfoes mirror opens and like sets a go through. Like, it's not sets a go through, sorry. Has a go through on the board still, and you just go bang. Or even then, it's just in general a good card. It's good with Book of Eclipse too. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this ratio. Maybe add in Adamantite for some reason. Might be good just to have the one effect and the one Metalfoes to be able to make it. I don't know. XYZs, play 4. Rescue Rabbit target plus like just generic really good card removal. And then these 2. You needed the removal. Like this came up huge against ABC because just getting rid of the hanger and then getting rid of some set card. Break Sword, the only time I summoned it was when it got striked, so but it baited out the strikes. And then one Mech Equipped. Mech Equipped is for when you draw Tour Guide going first. Make Alcahest, protect your Alcahest, or protect something like Void Ogre, I don't know. Like, it just gives you extra protection that you like really would like. Also good against frogs because Paleozoic frogs or Paleozoic or whatever, because if you just chain it to their trap, they can't chain their graveyard effects. That's why like card's good as well. And then for synchros, I played Vermilion to be able to out anti-spell with Gold Driver and a Gofu. It never came up, but I'm definitely going to keep playing it. Ignista, cards are really good, you know, outs anything. Void Ogre, this is the card you want to be making now because you don't need Crystal Wing anymore. Because you have Alcahest and Kieran from Monster Disruption already. This protects them from like a Book of Eclipse. Because like if you're going to get Kaiju'd, either way, if you get Kaiju'd on like Crystal Wing or on this, it doesn't make a difference. So you might as well play this to protect from the spells. And then for the last level 8, the Scrap Dragon. This is for if you open Tour Guide and go through and you need to use the Tour Guide as an out, since you can't use what you summon, obviously. Never came up, but definitely good. Also can use it to pop your combination, etc. to be able to play. And then I played a Black Rose. Shout out to What's a Limb. This never came up, but I feel like it's necessary as well, just to be able to clear a Metalfoes, like for instance a Metalfoes board, if they have like counter set, it just can blow someone out of the water, I think. So extra?
Yep. Side deck.
Sorry, side deck, yeah. So three sticky. I only sided this in against... I don't remember what deck it was actually. It was... Oh, I don't remember. I did side this in... No, I didn't side this in. I didn't side in Thingo today. Because I didn't play it against any like BA or Blue Eyes, and that's what I had it in here for. I'd probably still keep it though. 2 Jargon. This is to replace Sloth when you play against something like ABC. Not necessarily. No, not ABC. Sorry. When you play against something like Blue Eyes or the Mirror. Yeah. It's because then it just prevents in general while Blue Eyes and Thingo can still play straight through Sloth. But I played against the Mirror and didn't see this, and then I didn't play against Blue Eyes, so like it wasn't a big thing. Triple system down. Card is just nuts. It's just a blowout card for playing against ABC. Like, there's nothing to say. I bricked on it because I opened 2 one game and I lost that game. That was sad.
Yep.
But like, if you open one and you can actually play the game, this card is like really, really good.
Okay.
I don't like anti-spell, so 3 MSD. Also need it to out strikes, because if you get striked, you lose.
Combo piece.
Also a combo piece with combination, yeah. Also good, like hitting hanger, something like that. It's just generically good. You can't play Twin Twister in this deck because you need your combo pieces, but yeah, that'll do. 2 Book of Eclipse. Card's really, really good.
Comes in and out of formats.
Just, not even necessarily out of formats, just being able to... I don't like this against ABC because they tag out in standby. I like it against the Mirror.
Yeah.
Because they have Algas, Kieran, Void, or maybe not Void because, you know, this, but Algas, Kieran, which comes up a lot. You're going to need this, and if you have this, you should just like win. Yep. If you have decent cards following it. Won me a game because just I was able to not die that turn. I could kill my opponent the next turn. That was really good. And then 2 Barrier, that's the last 2 cards.
Most of them card in the game.
I only actually chucked it in once because it was only... Well, I put it in twice. One time I didn't see it, and the other time I saw it, declared Pendulum in the Mirror, and he pretty much passed turn. Like, the card is broken.
Yep.
I might be maining it instead of Chaos Hunters for the next one, but I'll have to test more. But I think maining it is correct right now, in the Metalfoes at least. Yeah.
Sun's profile.
Yep.
What were your matchups today?
Matchups. Round 1, I played against the Mirror. Just a really generic Metalfoe deck. I lost game 1 because I lost the dice roll. I only won 1 dice roll in the last round.
That's good.
He just had better cards than me, and I drew all my like Metalfoe spells and traps I couldn't play. Game 2, I just won in a stall, and game 3, I also... Well, not in a stall, but game 3 was a stall when I won in time on my last turn by being able to kill him. That was pretty cool. Round 2, I played against ABC. Lost the dice roll. He summoned, but he didn't open that well. He opened like 3 back row... No, 2 back row... Union Hanger with an A and a B, like a B equipped or something. So it's good, but like I can out it. I eccentric, hit a warning.
Yep.
I play scales, he twin twisters it. I placed more scales because I opened 2 1s and 2 8s. And then I make a board and I'm able to not kill him that turn, but the next turn he just had nothing because I also popped his Union Hanger. Game 3 was very similar, kinda. He set a couple. He had sided in Oasis for if I had system downed him, but I didn't see my system downs. Thank God, I guess, because he couldn't really make Buster. I Grand Pulsed and popped his thing, and left him with just a Castel and a Souk with no materials on the field while I had a Grand Pulse. Stalled for a couple turns and just OTK'd him when I finally got my scales after he twin twisted them again, I think. Round 3, I lost to Minerva. I lost the dice roll again. Game 1, he just double Omega, Minerva, lots of cards on me, and I just couldn't play.
Yeah.
Round 2, I opened LKS Kieran, and then I was able to make double LKS and he scooped. Game 3, he opened triple anti-spell, Omega, Minerva, and I opened 5 Pendulum Monsters and a Pot of Desires. So,
That's always
lost. Round 4 was against... What was round 4 again? Round 4 was against Mermails. he won the dice roll, of course.
Yep.
I elected to go second. I went first, but I summoned Voidogre Kieran Alcahest? No, Voidogre Kieran. No, yeah, it was Voidogre Kieran Alcahest. And then I stuffed up, I shuffled my fusion back in, drew a gold rivet, I couldn't get it out of my hand, so my Voidogre was dead. He kaiju'd my Kieran and then Dark Hold me and OTK'd me. It was pretty sad. Game 2, he didn't open that well. And I opened pretty well and just OTK'd him because I opted to go second. Game 3, he made me go first. I set up Alcahest with like a ball flame on the field. He summoned Megalo, like special summoned Megalo. Sent heavy infantry to pop my thing. I just chained Alcahest to take it. They both died. And then he just set a monster, set a back row because he searched Spear and passed. And then I just tribute summoned Kieran and passed, just having the Kieran on the board. And then, because I suspected the set was Lind, because he summoned another Megalo off the Sphere, so I read that it was a Lind. Or Gund, whichever one floats if it destruction. I don't know. Yeah, Lind. Then I just Kieran'd his Megalo when he attacked me. And then I drew my last scale and I OTK'd by bouncing the Lind with Kieran.
Yep.
Round 5 was ABC. I lost the dice roll and I got stomped in like 10 minutes because I bricked horribly both games. I don't remember my game 1 hand, but he opened like Seraphonite, Sook, Buster, 3 back row with 1 being Strike, 1 being Warning, 1 being and 1 being Twin Start with a hanger, so I couldn't play. Game 2, I let him go first because I decided in like system downs and MSTs, and I opened double system down MST, the quick play fusion, a Stellene and a Luster, so I just couldn't do anything. That was pretty sad. And then the last round, I played against Arrow Mages. I don't know how, I don't know why, like props to the guy for being 3-2 at that point. But that was probably the really easy, it was a really easy win for me. I feel bad because it was the best I opened all day. Game 1 I opened like Kieran, Alka, Void, and he just set a monster and passed, so I just Kieran'd it and OTK'd him. And then game 2, he went first, set a monster and passed, and I just OTK'd him.
Yep.
So it's just like, yeah, I felt bad, but yeah. So that's how I went.
So you did
And
well.
and then I snuck into top 8, and there was only 7 invites being handed out because it was in the 50s in players, 52, but some people already had it, so I handed out. So I got my invite as well, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Got pretty mad.
Yeah, pretty mad as well.
Bad. So congratulations. Any shoutouts?
Shoutouts to Josh Rushin, the bearded member of Team Contract. We built this deck together. We played the same list, other than the barriers. He had side blockers instead, and he scrubbed. He started off like 2-0, and then he just lost the rest and drew, so he opened 2-3-1.
Yep.
But I wouldn't have done this well without him,
His input.
me and him making the deck together. Shout out to Liam for getting a Minerva today. Good on him. Now he can actually play a real deck instead of coming nearly last with ABC. Shout out to Amor for moving him the Minerva. Shout out to Badabing Singles. Hit him up. They can help you out. I think that's it.
Shout out to HSP.
And shout out to HSPs. They're just, great.
Always for me.
So there we go, Mitch Harris, 8th place, Werribee Regionals deck profile. Congratulations on the invite.
Thank you.
We'll see more of you very soon.
Let's hope.
Thank you.
Thank you.